Hello everyone and welcome to another 40k review by me, Ryan, as always. Today we're going to cover Saga of the Beast by David Annandale. Now, this is long overdue because I've listened to this when it first came out and I've also just re-listened to it again because it's such a great story, and also I forgot to do the review way back when. So what is this book about? So I'll give you the blurb that comes with the audiobook, because this is all that it's available in. It's an audio drama, technically. And so this is the only way that you can actually view it? Listen to it, even. So, the story. Glory returns to Fenris. Magnus the Red and his treacherous legion are defeated upon the icy cliffs of the Space Wolves' home world. Their hallow remains scattered into the darkest depths of the world sea. Yet Ragnar Blackmane, the youngest Wolf Lord in his chapter's noble history, does not feel victorious. He is uneasy, uncertain of his purpose and place in the Great War of the Imperium, until a vision strikes him of a terrible beast, one greater than any he or his warriors have ever faced before. A warrior that is in his destiny to confront. The young king himself throws himself into the quest to find his fate, for no space wolf can turn down the call of his weird. Alongside a small band of space wolves, Ragnar Blackmane begins what is certain to be an odyssey for the ages, on which will hinge not only the fate of a single warrior but the entire galaxy. Like I said before, it's written by David Annandale, and the total running time is 4.5 hours approximately. And there is a sleuth of voice actors that are featuring in this 4-part series, or I'm not going to name, but you can actually look at it on the Black Library website. I got this through Audible using a token, but it's actually £30 if you get it through the Black Library or the Black Library app. But I use Audible because that's where I get my stuff from, so do what you will. So there's actually 4 stories. There's The Call of the Weird, The Brotherhood of Fate, The Voyage of the Storm, and The Jaws That Split the Sky. Now, what does this story actually tell? So from this point on, there's going to be some possible spoilers. So if you're still here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you've been warned. So this story is actually the predecessor narrative to the Prophecy of the Wolf box set that actually saw Ragnar Blackmane and Ghazghkull Thraka getting new models, and a story that pertains to them doing a second fight within this branching narrative. So you're gonna, if you know the hobby and you're into the hobby, not just the lore, that you know that these two guys have new models, and that Ragnar has crossed the Primaris Rubicon and become a Primaris Marine. So how do they get there? So this narrative is told from a perspective of a Skald. His name is failing me at this point in time of recording. I should have really took notes, but hey ho, it is what it is. It's told from his perspective because he's retelling the story from his perspective, but also it dances around between him as a narrator and also hearing what is actually said by Ragnar and the other Space Marines, as well as Ghazghkull, a weird boy, as well as some orcs. So it kind of dances around in the latter 2 parts, because you want to see how it all comes together. Now, Ragnar has a vision, or goes on a vision quest, much like Lehman Russ, and through what he sees in the other world, or netherworld, I can't remember what he actually calls it specifically. He gets this feeling that he's being drawn to fight some magnanimous beast, some huge evil in the galaxy. What this story is actually, in my opinion, is about Ragnar's pride and hubris, because in his effort to face this beast that he is destined to duel and what he believes to overcome, and that's pretty much the same story what Gazkul Thrackers from his point of view. So Gork and Mork have given him a vision that he has to face the wolf boy, to overcome. But both sides don't know what's going to happen after, whether or not this is a tale of both of their demise, or whether either one of them that will win. So there is a little bit of plot narrative armor, so neither of them technically die. However, it does resolve conflict that's possibly been brewing for quite a while, and it also amps up Gazkul Thracker for the orcs in the wider narrative of 40k, because he is now bigger and he's more cunning than he was before, whereas Ragnar is now Primarisified. He is bigger, just as awesome and more angry than usual. What do I give this out of 5? I think I'm going to give this 4.5, potentially a 5 out of 5. The fact that it's an audio drama keeps you entertained throughout, dancing around with the different voice actors and accents and stuff like that. It is a very compelling tale. I've read a few things by David Annandale, as well as listened to a few of his bits before, Games Workshop and otherwise, and I really like him as a writer. I do really like his horror stuff, and you can see a little bit of influence in that with the first part of this audio drama, where Ragnar goes into the other world. You can see his sort of the way that David writes some of the descriptions of what Ragnar sees, and as well as like some bits here and there throughout the rest of the actual story, that there are some efforts to make things seem otherworldly, as well as evil or malicious, which is really good. It adds a depth that you don't really get from other sort of audio dramas when it comes to Space Marines. None that really come to mind at the moment. I think for me this audio drama does cap out, come first place. If I was going to do top 5, this would be a solid first place out of 5 audio dramas that I've listened to in recent memory. There's not really much I can say apart from that. Like, if you like Space Marines, if you like Orcs, if you like Space Wolves, if you like Thousand Suns, or just generic Chaos Marines, this is good. If you just like a good story and just like Space Vikings, just pick this up wherever you want to get it from. Black Library and Audible, like I said before. If you get on Audible, you can save yourself a little bit of money, but that's neither here and there. Best thing to do is to support Black Library and all the things that they pump out, because without them we don't have anything, so best to support Games Workshop hobby and just keep things like this coming. So I want to thank you for joining me on this review. This is a little bit different to what I'm doing. I'm doing this in kind of like one take, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So just let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that lovely YouTubey stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, play more games, read more books. Bye bye.